Welcome to an introduction to innovative curriculum planning in early years education. This mini PD session was designed by Jessica Spice. We are going to start off with a quick turn and talk. You're going to turn and find a colleague who is seated near you who does not work directly with you. You're going to briefly describe your current planning process. You have 3 minutes beginning now. Time is now up. Thank you for describing your current planning process. Did you and your partner have a similar or different planning process? Let's consider ways to innovate our current curriculum planning process. Here's a breakdown of our session. We're going to start off by understanding what innovative curriculum planning is. Then we will consider why we would engage in innovative curriculum planning. Then we will consider where we could gather reference points for planning. We will look at the continuous cycle of innovative curriculum planning, and then we'll discuss staff engagement. Curriculum, innovation, and planning. Curriculum is the scope and sequence of what children learn and will experience in the early years setting. Innovation means to find new and creative ways of doing things. Planning involves considering the needs, developmental trajectories, and goals of children and families within your community, and considering how you will implement activities, content, and materials to guide their learning towards desired outcomes. Innovative curriculum planning. Using methods, practices, and frameworks which will support you in planning a program which fits your unique setting or group. It leads towards an outcome which includes not only academic and skills-based goals, but social, emotional, and physical wellness as well. It's a cyclical process involving researching concepts you think will fit, testing them out, and observing the results. Why? We might engage in innovative curriculum planning in order to address a specific issue, concern, or area of growth which has been determined through observation, reflection, or data. We may do it in response to the changing needs of society, the community, or your group of learners. We may wish to integrate new knowledge that we have gained through professional development and research. And one size simply does not fit all. When moving to a new setting, age grouping, or environment, you may find that your current approach isn't effective. But you don't need to recreate the wheel. You just don't need to develop an entire curriculum from scratch. You are simply taking aspects of frameworks and approaches that fit your needs and integrating them into your current practice. Start off by considering any governing documents that you are legally obligated to abide by. Perhaps they're the College of ECE or OCT standards, local curriculum standards, or employer requirements. But understand that generalized expectations give you the space to use your own professional judgment. So, where can we draw inspiration from in our planning? Consider pedagogical approaches that you may have learned about in your work. Reggio, Montessori, Waldorf, high scope, or emergent curriculum. What do you like or not like about them? What could you use? Look at curriculum planning frameworks which may be new to you, such as land-based learning, forest and nature school, makerspace education, or STEAM. Choose just 1 or 2 frameworks to dive into and explore. What do you like or not like about these frameworks? What could you use? Planning is a continuous cycle. When engaging in innovative curriculum planning, start off by identifying a need or an area of focus. For example, you might see that there is a need to spend more time outdoors with your students who do not currently prefer outdoor time. Step 2. Next, you're going to determine what your desired outcome will be. Step 3. Brainstorm planning frameworks or approaches which may be suitable. Research these approaches using webinars, articles, and books. Start off by finding free information online. Step 4. Make a plan to implement the new planning approach in your classroom, starting small. Consider planning just a single week or one block of time. Step 5. Review and reflect on the outcome. Did the implementation demonstrate a desired outcome? If so, move forward with further planning. If not, go back to step 3 and try a different approach. This isn't failure, it's inquiry. Time for a turn and talk. You're going to find an elbow partner and discuss what the current culture is like in your workplace. Is professional inquiry and innovation accepted or expected? Do you feel empowered to try new things and reflect on the results with your peers? Or perhaps you think that staff are sticking with the status quo. You have 3 minutes to chat with an elbow partner beginning now. Your time is now up. Thank you for taking the time to chat with an elbow partner. You have discussed what the current culture is like in your workplace. Consider if the current culture supports innovative curriculum planning, and if not, how that could be changed. Getting staff on board. Understand that some educators are protective of or are comfortable with their current teaching approaches. They will need to understand the why of innovative curriculum planning. Invite staff to join in on brainstorming and group inquiry opportunities. Involve them in the process of learning about new approaches. Empower staff by creating a culture of learning, reflection, and risk-taking. Celebrating the inquiry process at every step, including when things don't go quite as planned. Take it slow. Do not attempt to overhaul an entire school program in 1 week. Start with a single block, class, room, or age group. Moving forward, we challenge you to take a risk and try some innovative curriculum planning in your classroom or practice. Don't move yet. You will move into small groups of 3 to 4 with peers who work in similar settings. You will receive a planning worksheet. In small groups, start filling out the page. You may only want to fill out the first 1 or 2 sections for now and save the rest for later. Discuss your planning with your peers. You have 20 minutes beginning now. Your 20 minutes is now up. Please return to your seats. Make sure to bring your planning worksheet with you. Thank you for joining in on this innovative curriculum planning session. We hope that you are feeling ready to move forward and try something new. Now is time for questions, which will be answered by the facilitator and which can also be answered by colleagues within the room.